Ask any musician who one of the greatest artists who has ever lived was, and most musicians will say Prince. There are few artists in the world who, like Prince, produce, write, play, and sing their own music, as well as write original songs for other artists. Prince has been a major influence on me throughout my life. From the time I first saw Purple Rain to studying music at USC to watching him perform live numerous times, as well as seeing how he navigated his way through the music industry in the only way he could, Prince became a North Star for me. Prince is the reason I have produced every single one of my albums, written every song, and learned to play piano and guitar to the point of knowing how to solo. If you know me, then you know Prince is one of my greatest inspirations. So today, we're doing something incredible, so let's go crazy. We flew in Dr. Fink from Prince's band, The Revolution and New Power Generation, to capture some of the magic he created in the very studio and room he recorded Purple Rain in at Sunset Sound Studio 3, known as the Prince Room. Not only was it a thrill to turn to my left and see Dr. Fink jamming with my band on songs by Prince and Bo Diddley, in addition to some of my original songs, but I also got the chance to sing through the very microphone and play on the same piano Prince did. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. What do you get when you take two of your bands in different combinations and add a special guest to the mix? You get a live recorded music series that has been a dream of mine for years in the making. I've been a touring artist for over 2 decades, so whether I'm in a studio or out performing at clubs and festivals, music always is the magic that brings me home. My name is Nikhil Korula, and this is Sight and Sound.
Won't you come and play? It's a good day. Won't you come and play? 'Cause the music won't stop when your heart just wants you to play. 'Cause the music won't stop when your heart just wants you to play. Take a picture, sweetie. She gave me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's the kind of friend indeed. I got a woman way up a town. She got to me. Whoa, 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 yeah. Save me from the catastrophe of being missing. Only chance that we can take is keeping the love high. Save me from the catastrophe of being missing. Only chance that we can take, keeping the love so high, so high, so high when I make you, so high when I take you, so high, 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 so high, so high when I make you, so high when I take you, so high, 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 so high. So high when I make you, so high when I take you, so high, 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 so high, so high when I make you, so high when I take you, so high, 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 so high, so high when I make you, so high when I take you, so high, 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 so high, so high when I make you, so high when I take you. So can you make me feel so high when I make you so high
Hello, it's Dr. Fink. I'm back at Sunset Sound only 1 month later doing another interview. Can you believe it? Okay.
And your voice changed.
That's right. I became Jerry Lewis overnight. Okay.
We are here at Sunset Sound with our special guest for the third episode of Sight and Sound, Matt Fink, a.k.a. Dr. Fink from The Revolution. It's such an honor to be in the same room with you, let alone play some of Prince's music and some of my music all in one session together. So thank you so much for being here, and it's a true honor just to share this experience with you. And one of the things I wanted to ask you, you played with Prince for 12 years. You traveled all over the world, and I wanted to ask you, what was one of the most incredible things that you learned from Prince?
I learned how to work my ass off.
Bet.
Like the work ethic from him was like no other artist, really. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'm sure there are other people that work as hard as him. I don't mean it that way, but truly, one of the hardest working men in show business, as they used to say about other people we know.
How long, this is a question I can't wait to ask you, but how long were your rehearsals and how often would you rehearse?
A typical rehearsal would go from anywhere from 10 a.m. in the morning until 8 at night.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. But usually that was
crazy.
my schedule because I'd come in a couple hours early. He'd show up at noon. I'd go in early and work out some things if I didn't have anything ready in time for the rehearsal.
That's crazy.
I'd go to the rehearsal early. But because if you weren't prepared and he came in and you didn't know your stuff, that could cause problems for you.
I better not tell my band that. Otherwise,
No,
the 4-hour rehearsals will start becoming 10-hour rehearsals.
Believe me, he was a stickler for like being prepared for rehearsal. Unless he brought in, sometimes he'd bring in fresh material, of course, that we hadn't heard or worked on, and he would show us stuff or give us the chords. And
so would he just start writing, like playing a song that he just wrote? Was he thinking about arrangements and parts?
For the most part, his stuff was done usually when we got it. But then occasionally, if you were lucky enough to get a co-write with him because you came up with an idea, he would, use it for something and write a song around it. He rarely took lyrics, if any, from people. He occasionally, but rarely did. In the meantime, yeah, he just typical tour rehearsals would be like that, like noon to 8.
Wow.
6, noon to 8 or 6, and then he'd go in the studio after that and spend the whole evening and morning hour. He would get out of the studio about 5 a.m. maybe, or 6 or 7, and then he'd go to sleep for 4 hours and come back to rehearsal the next day. That was the tour regimen for him, And if he needed you in the studio, ring, ring, ring. It's 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Oh my God!
I need you down here. Could you please come over?
He would call you personally.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what would he say? He said, "Dr. Fink, I need you in the studio now."
Matt, I need you in the studio.
Wow.
Or whoever you were in the band, if that happened. That didn't happen to me as often as some of the other, like Wendy and Lisa. They were utilized way more than me because I couldn't sing like a girl or play like a girl.
Well, what's so cool is we're in the studio where he did Purple Rain, and you played on that iconic record. You were in the iconic movie. What were some of the fun moments that nobody kind of saw off screen that you guys were kind of like hamming it up, either, breaks from scenes? Like, what was a moment that you remember just having an off-kilter moment that you kind of saved for yourself, that nobody really saw?
There were, I don't know, there's too many to remember. It's so long ago. That's
all
tough
right.
question, Nikki.
Yep.
But one thing I do remember in particular, and this was not Purple Rain era, but 1999 era, he liked to occasionally set up a video camera, which we always had going anyway at rehearsals, always.
That's smart.
In shows. But then he'd say, let's take a break and fool around with writing some funny skits today.
What?
And we'd do improv.
What?
Yeah, we'd make up skits and do silly stuff on camera and make stuff up, like a la SNL, Saturday Night Live type
So
stuff.
he was a goofball.
Oh, he loved doing stuff like that.
Amazing.
His sense of humor was off the chain, really. Some of the funniest moments were with him.
So he was joyful, like deep down, which is really cool.
Yeah, and I've always said this in other interviews, that I always felt he and Eddie Murphy should have done a buddy movie together, because Eddie was a huge fan. He used to come to all our shows in L.A. and hang out after, And he talked to me, of course, more than once about this. And I said, "God, you should get Prince to do a movie with you." He goes, "Yeah, I know, I really want to, but I don't think he wants.
That's
He's not
wild.
interested." But yeah, and I even said to Prince once, I said, "You should do another comedy film with somebody, you know."
And he was like, maybe.
Yeah, I think he thought about it, but he wanted to do what he did. You know, he wanted to direct, and when he did, you know, Under the Cherry Moon, and well, he didn't really direct that one, but he tried.
But he was more responsible on that side.
Graffiti
of it.
Bridge
yeah.
he directed, but that other one he had assistants, but he still was heavily involved in the direction of.
You know, I only met Prince once, and I actually have a really cool story to share with
Mm-hmm.
you that not a lot of people know. My band knows, but you know, I was at the House of Blues, and a friend of mine that I grew up with, she said, "Hey, you should come to see Parliament Funkadelic because Dr. Dre and Eminem are going to sit in." So I invited some friends, and we all went to the House of Blues, and we were all partying. This is how long ago it was. I haven't had a drink in 22 years, but I was drinking, and we were all partying, and about 2 hours go by, and no Dr. Dre, no Eminem, and then she comes back and says, "Oh, they're all up in the dressing room kind of hanging about and partying up there. They're not going to come down and sit in." So I was super bummed, and I told my friends, and they all were like, "Okay, we're going to go home, no worries." So I was about to leave, and I was upstairs at the House of Blues, and I started walking out, and I heard all these like whispers. "Oh, it's Prince, it's Prince. Prince is here, Prince is here." I mean, he had a real energy, you know, which was so crazy. And all of these security guards walked in, and they were all like facing this little backstage, the upstairs balcony area. And I saw this little dude come through in a red suit, just like whisking by, and he sat down at this table. And I ended up sneaking in with his entourage, and all the security guards end up turning their backs to us. So I was standing literally like maybe 3 or 4 feet away from Prince. He was sitting down and I was standing up, and he was in an all red suit, big red collar. He had big, like, just incredible heels that he was wearing, and he had little red pantyhose socks, and I could see his little toes through the heels. And you know, this is how long ago it was, but Parliament Funkadelic started playing Flashlight, and so I was like, "Oh, I know this song," and I said, "I'm just gonna like sing every lick I can next to Prince." And I started singing every soul lick, everything that I could, and he turned around and he started smiling, and he started nodding, and then he started singing in his chair. And I was like, "Oh my God, I got this crazy reaction out of Prince." And then I was like, "I got to do something else." And so I like stood next to him, and I started like dancing a little bit. And he was looking at my feet, and he was sitting down, and he started moving his feet. And I just looked at him, and something in my head said, "Leave right now." And so I nodded at him and smiled, and he nodded and smiled, and I left. Now, granted, I'd never seen Prince play live before. So fast forward to the Musicology tour. And speaking of Eddie Murphy comes in, and I heard the whole crowd scream like it was Prince walking through the room. And Prince came and was playing his ass off, soloing, singing, dancing, and it was like the most humble pie I've ever had watching somebody perform. And I went with a friend, and he was like, "Man, you were so quiet during that whole performance." And I said, "Man, all I kept thinking was, I can't believe I did that. And I can't believe that I had liquid courage flowing in me and started doing that. Had I seen him perform before, I never would have done that." But it was actually like this cool moment that I was able to kind of like have this nonverbal communication. Did you ever have like a special hang or a special moment with him that you felt like, "Man, this is something I'll always cherish"?
Yeah, absolutely. More than one moment like that over the years with him. But one in particular that really stands out was when he invited me up to his hotel room after a gig on the Purple Rain tour, and Joni Mitchell was there.
Oh, wow.
And that was a big treat for me, for him to bring me up there to meet her and have a chat with her and this other companion she was with at the time. That was tremendous.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you had a lot of moments like that just
Yeah.
because of how, you know,
Yeah.
vibrant he was as an
Right.
artist. And, you know, what's so crazy is like, you know, I said this to you, you know, in the green room, you were a part of musical history that impacted so many lives and so many generations.
Well, like I've said, I mean, I was just like trying to grab onto this guy who had a like star tail, you know, and he was like a comet that came in like Halley's Comet and just shot across the universe really fast. And you were just kind of holding on for dear life behind him, you know, for the ride, because he was so prolific and so brilliant. And I don't know, I always aspired to be as creative as him, but, you know, when you're working with a guy like that, they're beyond you.
But
No
you're definitely as creative as him. And you know what? You said something to me in when I did an interview with you about a year ago. We were talking about you were jamming with Prince on Purple Rain. And you started playing the figure that Prince ended up making the outro high woos on the outro of the song. But you started playing that figure first, and he stopped and he was like, I love that.
He didn't actually stop. He just latched onto it and sang it. Yeah, he just started singing the part, and then it became the anthemic part of the song.
It's like the biggest anthem of the song. I mean, that is like really one of the biggest peaks. And you're responsible for that. It's so amazing.
It's called accidental creativity during jamming on the chord progression at rehearsal when he brought the song in. You know, that's how we all worked as a group. It was just like, you know how it is when you're warming up for a show even, or a rehearsal. And of course, Prince always warmed up jamming and at sound check. Sometimes we'd jam for 2 hours.
Wow.
Before another hour would go by doing the main sound check. So there literally would be 3-hour band check rehearsals every night on tour.
Wow.
For the most part.
Well,
and he would change the show mid-tour, like constantly. There'd be songs added, deleted, new transitions into other songs, special hand cues a la James Brown. You know, it was all that.
That's incredible.
So in order to be on your game, I had to, you know, record everything at sound check on my boombox and take it in the dressing room after, in order to remember what we just played.
Well, let me tell you what was so cool about doing this session with you was telling my band first that you were coming, because everybody in my band is such a big fan of you, The Revolution, Prince, Purple Rain, and the fact that we did this today in the Prince room at Sunset Sound. It was a true honor and pleasure, and I just want to say thank you so much for flying all the way out here and just doing this session with us. It was a true honor and pleasure. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. It was my pleasure. I had a great time hanging with you guys.
We'll have to play again. We'll have to do it again.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for tuning in. This is Sight and Sound. We'll see you guys next time.
This is your song, until you reach the divine. Find the light inside, the pain of every scene. What keeps you lost in your head isn't how you think is dead. When can I chase down your soul way and give up the grave? Turn it into a song for Whitley. never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. Only wanted one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Only want to see you bathing in the purple rain. I never want to be your weekend lover. Only want to be some kind of friend. Yeah. Baby, I can never steal you from another. Such a shame our friendship, oh, friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Only want to see you underneath the purple rain. Honey, I know, times are changing. It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. Think you better close it. Let me guide you to the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Only want to see you. I only want to see you in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Only want to see you dancing in the purple rain.
subscribe right here on this button below. Let's keep this train rolling.